Have that for a sign.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great.
You're great today. I heard that it's the holiday today, right?
Yep, and it also the day. It is the day after the test. Yeah,
Oh, so do you mean that you had a test yesterday, and how was it?
it was great and simple.
Mm-hmm,
Not really hard too much.
mm-hmm. That includes all of the subjects at school, right?
Yes, and it's already done.
Oh, okay. So there isn't any upcoming exams for next week, right, folks?
Yep. But for me, but for me, it's different. I'm going to take the main test in APT school.
Oh, and that's gonna be next week, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Welcome to the class. I'm very happy because you're here, and today we're going to have a mock test. Okay. So,
Wait. This is the main mock test,
not
or it's
yet,
just a practice?
just a practice because you were off for how many days, so we cannot really go ahead and have the mock test with a different teacher for your speaking. So, good luck to you. Good day. My name is Theo, and I will be your examiner for today's Ielts speaking mock test. Before we begin, please make sure that your camera is turned on, your microphone is working clearly, and you are in a quiet place. You do not use notes, books, or another device during the test. This speaking test will have three parts and will take around 11 to 14 minutes. So please answer naturally and speak as much as you can. All right. Now, let's talk about part one. Do you like taking exams? Why or why not?
Yes, I would like to take an exam, but if the exam would take it takes so early, it's hard to me prepare everything for take a test with many lessons and grammars in the exercise.
Thank you. And how do you usually prepare for exams?
Usually I prepare for the test, such as for 3 or 2 weeks to prepare a test, like reviewing the lessons, practice few exercise, usually usually in the test, so that I won't be worried to forget
All
and
right.
and being scared or worried too much.
All right. And what subject do you find easiest during exams?
May I ask that question? I didn't get it. Like, do you mean talk it right now or every test that I took it?
I'm uh, talking about I'm talking generally.
No, no, no. Generally,
Mhm.
could you ask that question again?
What subject do you find easiest during exams? When I say generally, I mean whenever you take exams. So it could be part of your exams yesterday, from your midterm, or from the other years as well.
Thank you. I'll answer it.
You're welcome.
I'm fine. Find the easiest exam to take it. It's English because my as my favorite subject, so I can easily to make the higher score than other subjects. But I believe by myself for not being too confident as I'm still practice and reviewing.
All right, thank you. And what subject do you find most difficult?
Uh, yeah, there is a subject that I find hardest whenever I take a test is science. Science usually talking about biological, chemistry, and physical. I can't focus everything thing on lessons as the confusing questions and the situations from the lessons. So I need to take more lessons such as extra classes to practice more about my subject that I find it hardest.
Hey, now, do you feel nervous before an exam?
Uh, if the exam is too important to so it is hard for me to focus a lot, but in my test I am very confident and very careful for each questions that I answer. So it is okay to be worried, but I can't be nervous so much in that test.
Thank you. And the last two questions. Do you think exams are important for students?
Yes, as one of the exams usually help students to not only memorize the lessons, they can use it for the lifestyle, such as any works, opportunities, or on their friends to share the lessons. Furthermore, these could help you level up your skills, such as your uh, your patient, your memorize, and lots of skills that you could use it on the next grade or next school.
Thank you. And what was the hardest exam you have taken?
I think I don't have any hardest exam, but I remember last time that I find it kind of difficult for me. It's the one day that I had a test. Usually, very it is shock for me because it didn't tell a time for when to start it. But if it started right now, like I'm very nervous and very quickly at that time.
Thank you.
So if it is
That is the
the
end
the
of
one.
part one, folks. Thank you. Now we will move on to part two. Okay. So for part two, you are going to talk for about 1 to 2 minutes, and then right after that, you need to um, after 1 minute, you need to prepare for 1 minute, and after 1 minute, you need to talk for 1 to 2 minutes. Okay, and after that, we can go proceed with a part three. Okay, so
I understood, but what is that topic?
yes, I want you to describe an exam you prepared for. You should say what exam it was, when you took it, and how you prepared for it, and explain how you felt after taking the exam. Okay, for the last line, describe an exam you prepared for. You should say what exam it was, when you took it, how you prepared for it, and explain how you felt after taking the exam. I'll give you time to prepare for a minute. After 1 minute, you're going to talk about it. Your timer starts now. Time's up. Now, it's your turn to talk about that, folks.
Uh, Everyone who needs a test to practice their own skills if they as their favorite opportunities in the special situation. Such as I had a test that is really interesting to me. But even though I find it difficult for each answer, it was the day when I was go to Petit Cantor. That is the school to the next grade, and I had to study to improve my independent skills. That day it was very fun to go with my family, and
Time is up.
I had a test.
Thank you
What?
very much for your discussion,
Wait,
folks.
hold it, hold it, hold
Two
it, hold
minute,
it, hold it,
two
hold it.
minute is up.
I have something.
What
No,
happened?
why so fast?
It's already 2 minutes. I have the timer.
Huh?
Yeah, I have the timer here. Okay.
S-
Okay,
Take
I'll
you
give you time.
fluently, but
I'll give you
no, no,
time
no,
to
no, no,
extend it. Mm-hmm.
no, 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 no. You don't need to extend the time.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep going
Okay.
for the part three, then, and
All
I'll
right.
be.
Okay, so I have here three questions prepared for you for part three, and
No
it's
need. Just give it started now.
But that's how mock tests work, you know? So
I know it
why do
is
schools give
to
exams to students?
schools need to give the test to students to improve their skills, such as academic knowledge, the independent skills, for they don't be worried to mem to not to memorize a lot of lessons.
Mhm.
That is one of the tests. For instance, if they don't give a test, how that is the hard way for students try to memorize the lessons for share to anyone else who don't understand a lot of it.
Thank you. Do you think exams are the best way to test students? Why or why not?
Yes, tests help students by a lot of things because of the quality of the memorizing the lessons, and the time patient uh the length of the time to
Mhm.
students took a test.
Okay, thank you.
And that's not all. Let
I
me
know.
finish. Yeah.
Keep going.
Furthermore, some exams would take a short time, but it can help students know their incorrections of each answer. So if there is another test, almost same like the last situation, which they find it hard to answer it, they can try it again.
Thank you, Phuc. And the last question, what are the advantages of exams?
There are many advantages when students took an exam. Firstly, the length of time. Each test time has the different ways, such as a half an hour, 1.5 hour, 15 minutes, and any times for students to take their actions from each competitions or the test. Sec, uh, furthermore, furthermore, t- furthermore, the quality of memorize to which helps you to practice, such as the competition. No, the physical go competitions like playing basketball helps you practicing to become more higher and more stronger in legs to pass the test of basketball. Finally, the memorize of the actions from the lessons, such as the main subjects helps you takes a lot of answer, which if you being better or being good at it, you could use it to share with your friends or your family to teach them, which even though they didn't understand a lot.
Thank you, Phuc. That is the end of the Ielts speaking mock test. You may now wait for your feedback and your score later on. But how do you feel? You did very well today, you know that?
No, I didn't feel that.
Why?
I
Why?
believe, listen to me.
Mhm,
If this one, like the length of time is forever, I could get a higher one. Like I can't become confident so much on
mhm,
being on the important test. Like
mhm,
need to be fluently, need a lot of informations
mhm,
in English skills
mhm.
or anything
Don't worry
to
because later I'll give you tips on how to ace ace the part two, folk. Okay, so
Fine.
allow me first to give you feedback for your part one. So congratulations because you were able to
No, no,
answer
no, no, no. First one, first one, first one. No
later.
audio.
Later.
No,
Mhm.
I won't make any complaint about my incorrections, because if you open my audio, it's just like my pain, I'm heard like I'm a child.
No, it's okay. No, you're not. You're doing good. But allow me first to give you feedback. Would that be okay?
Child, uh,
After this
far
feedback,
away then.
after this feedback, I'll be also giving you feedback for your part two and part three, and then after that, we're going to learn, okay, grammar and the structure and how you're going to pronounce words. Like for example, the hour, you said hour, okay?
No, half
So
an hour.
yeah, it's an hour. We usually omit h on that word, so it's hour, okay? But that's
Okay,
okay. All
but
right. So
except no audio, except the no audio to let me hear. Just
sir,
share the
yes,
screen,
sir.
please.
Okay, I'll be sharing my screen if my Word file is now okay because my Word file has problems actually, folk.
Okay, I'll try my best to forget the pain then.
Forget the pin for what?
Don't need to know.
Okay, now um you were able to answer all the part one questions, and your ideas were generally, I would say, related to the topic, folk. Do you know that? hmm Uh, you gave reasons for your answer, which is really good. For example, you were able to explain why English is easier for you and why science is more
Thanks.
difficult. Okay. However, your answers were often, I would say, difficult to follow because of some errors in your grammar. There were also repeated words and unclear sentence structure. In the Ielts speaking folk, this can affect your fluency and coherence score because the examiner, the actual examiner, may need extra effort to understand your meaning. So your main problem definitely in the part one is sentence formation. For example, you said, it's hard to me prepare everything. Well, in fact, the correct sentence would be, it's hard for me to prepare everything. Okay, for me, not to me. All right. You also said for take a test, it should be to take a test. So usually we have to make sure that we use the correct collocations in phrasal verbs. Okay, to because it can affect really our sentence structure. Okay, or you can also say for taking a test. Okay, you also need to improve your vocabulary accuracy because, for example, you mentioned grammars. Usually grammars is not natural actually in speaking, and you should say grammar rules or grammar points. Another example I noted was biological, chemistry, and physical. The correct subject names are biology, not biological. Okay, chemistry and also physics, not physical. All right, biology, chemistry, and physics, not biological and physics. Okay, there was there was also a lot of repetition in your answers, such as the words help, usually, take it, my, like that. So this makes your speaking accuracy sound less fluent. I would recommend you folk to try to slow down because when you speak, um, you are sometimes uh, saying words unclear. So just slow down. You have to use first shorter and clearer sentence like the one that I've mentioned before to you, like the simple ones. Your best answer was probably about the easiest subject because your main idea was really clear. like your English is your favorite subject and you usually get higher scores in it. However, there's still need for improvement. Okay, so the subject I find easiest during exams is English because it is my favorite subject. I usually get a higher score in English rather than any other subjects. However, I try not to be overconfident because I am still practicing and reviewing instead. Okay, so overall, your ideas were understandable, but your grammar and sentence structure need more control. And for better outscore, focus on giving short, clear answers using simple but correct grammar. And then let's try to avoid repeating words and practice common exam vocabulary such as revise, prepare for exams, do exam style questions, attend extra classes, feel nervous, stay calm, and get a high score. For part two, you really tried to answer the cue card, but your answer was not fully clear. Okay, the test was to describe an exam you prepared for. I think because of the limited time, but don't worry because I think
No, 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 no. No reason at all. Just keep going.
yeah, yeah. Okay. It should include what was the exam when you took it and how you prepared and how you felt after taking it. So your answer did not clearly cover all the bullet points. Okay. You mentioned a test in a school, but the exam was unclear. So you also said about your new school, and it could have been better if you were able to expand it more, but due to limited time. But don't worry, we'll take note of that, and later on we're going to focus on that more. Okay, so um also for the part three, I think um you answered it okay, and there were a lot of related answers to the topic. Very good, but many ideas were unclear because of, like I mentioned earlier, the grammar and the vocabulary were not really accurate enough. Okay, in part three, folk, you need to give more developed answers with clear reasons and examples. For the question, why do schools give exams to students? So your main idea was correct. You said exams help students improve their skills and academic knowledge. This is a good point. Okay. However, your sentence structure was unclear because you mentioned um, schools need to give the test to students to improve their skills. What about you say this way? Schools give exams to students to check, okay, maybe you can say that, to check their knowledge and help them improve their skills. Okay. And also, what about the phrase that you mentioned, or the sentence for share to anyone else who don't understand a lot of it? This is grammatically wrong. After for, you need a noun or an ing form. Also, who don't you should match plural people. Like it should be uh, uttered this way. So they can share what they have learned with others who do not understand the lesson. The lesson rather. Okay? So for the question, do you think exams are the best way to test students? You answered yes, but your explanation was not strong enough. Okay? But no worries because later we will talk about that. Okay? Now, I'll give you a band score for this. Okay? Are you ready?
Just 5.5.
Okay, your band score it's still 5.5. Okay, but your pronunciation is great. That's why your pronunciation was the 6 actually, sixth, and then the rest 5.5, 5, and 5. Okay, but still, congratulations, folk. I know. How do you say this? We're going to practice, okay, um, these one by one, especially your sentence structure. Okay, so what about I try again the questions and you answer again? So,
No, 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 no.
what? That's okay.
I
Don't feel.
think I need a plan. I didn't any. I have any upset at all. No, my don't have anything
It's okay. Don't
this point. Yeah.
don't take it seriously because you're just a kid. I mean, you're just in grade
Mm.
9. And of course, grade 9 students will only get around that band scale 5.5 to 6 like that, but I know that you will improve if you try to use my key points, okay, my key points in the answers that I'll be talking about later on, okay. So shall we begin?
Wait. What do you mean by started?
Okay. I mean, shall we begin with the things that we need to improve? That's what I meant.
Things what I need to prove.
Like,
You need to ask the question, or aren't you?
I'm not going to ask questions, but I'm going
Mhm.
to give you tips, okay, on how to answer. Let's start with part two first. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. In answering part two, okay, usually we have to be aware of the 4 points. Usually, the main reason, and then the probably around the four points there. Okay. So, for example, you were asked about an exam. So, describe an exam. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Describe an exam. Okay. So, I'm going to talk about okay the exam that I took last month. Okay, that's it. And after that phrase, go to your next point. Okay, what subject?
No, we just
Mhm.
what do I call it?
What subject is it? It's English. Okay, or I forgot what you mentioned earlier, but I think it was
It's
APT.
different.
It's APT entrance.
No,
What?
no, no, no,
Sorry,
no,
sorry.
no, no.
What is
It's
it?
just give me an example, and I will change by myself then.
Okay, okay. And then right after that, you were also asked about um I think when you took it. So what about you say I took it last month. Okay. We just need to that's why you have the notes. Okay? Because you just need to use these keywords later to talk about it. Okay? It's okay to have uh how don't be don't be overly conscious about your structure because as you go along and say it spontaneously, you will definitely try to make sentences out from that keywords. Okay, that's why that and that way you can hit each bullet. Okay, next is if you were asked about how you prepared for it, how did you prepare for it? I study I study the night, okay, before the exam, okay? Or you already took extra classes. What about that? Took extra classes, okay? And the number 4 would have to be um, explain how you felt after taking the exam. So you feel relieved. Oh, this is really really good vocabulary, folk. Like you will feel relieved because you took the exam and you just need to revolve your sentence in this part, okay, in relieved. Why you were relieved? Because um I took the test because I have to pass the entrance exam in that university in that high school, and I feel happy because if I get past there, no, sorry, I feel happy. I felt so happy because the exams were not really that difficult to me. Okay, like that. So that's actually how you're going to uh, outline your part two. Okay, so I still appreciate your effort, folk. Can we practice part two right now? Shall we?
Um,
What do you think? What do you think will be the best thing? I mean, what do you think would work? Would you like to practice now? Folk, is it okay if we're going to study until 1:30?
it's already 1:30 over.
No, 1:30, 2:30.
Too long, but okay.
Are you sure?
Mm. Need to improve a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. So that's really good. Hi, mom. So that's really good. Is mom still and are your parents still on work? I think it's holiday, right?
Yeah, usually it's for the kids to take a
Okay.
holiday, and
Mm.
if it's a TED or um, or um, or if it's a TED, everyone could rest it. But if today is a holiday that is very important, they could free in the afternoon, I guess.
But your studio's still open, right?
Yeah, it's still
Oh,
open.
guys. Wow. Your parents are really really hard working people. Right.
Won't you? You are the one.
Me too. Why did you say that?
Uh, like you, I heard that teachers who have a skill issue. I know that.
Oh, okay, I see. Now, shall we start with our part two? Let's just try, okay? I won't show to you the how do you say this, the timer that I set that I put in here.
No, 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 no. I'll practice it with the
Oh,
timer.
no timer because in the actual
Nag-special
test there's no timer.
But I heard that there is. They're used for 2 minutes. Some
Mhm.
some days, some one of them. You know.
Okay, I'll just show it to you then. Okay. So I think it's better for you to see the cue card instead of me just talking it, just saying it, right? Will that work?
Huh?
Will that
Uh,
work? What do you think? I think so.
no, no,
I
no.
also think that.
Wait.
Wait for me. Let's go ahead and let's talk about part two. And I want you to hit, okay, each of the points in the part two, okay, uh, what is being asked, okay, about you for this part two, okay. For the part two, let's talk about a time, okay, a time that you for topic two, you're going to describe a time when you felt nervous, okay, before an exam. So what are the bullets you need to hit? First is what exam it was, why you felt nervous, why you did to calm yourself, and explain what happened after the exam. Did you get it?
Got
Okay.
it.
For 1 minute, you are going to prepare for this, right? And then after this minute, you are going to talk about this. Your timer for preparation starts now. Folk, I have told you before that we need to use our pen and paper because during the test you will be given that. I want you to make an outline.
Mm.
Just use the keywords. Okay? Your timer will continue right after this. Okay, your 2 minutes for speaking starts now.
I would say the time that I felt nervous before an exam. It is the time closely for being nervous, and I'm very relieved after that. Uh, when I it was in in March or in March, the first time to take a test was a test about to check the knowledge in the EPT class, where is the school in the future I will study in there to prove skills or any reasons. The first time I went here is very nervous about it, and I'm very delightful for the structures of the rooms. Very cool to help me more focus in the test, and I try to calm myself for being nervous and conscious for about that. It is very hard for me to think of the questions that they teach, but I try to coming back and answer it everything. And the hardest one is the math. Math, they give me the simple answers to choosing, but it were hard for me, like things very long. It's just like a long, it's just like a one exercise for and no counting things. But after that test, I feel relief, but I don't know how was the mark.
Okay,
Tell
that
it, tell
ends
it if I'm
your
correct.
part two. Okay, well done for answering it. I'm very proud of you, Folk, because you were able to answer that. Though I still have noted some points in here, but later I'll discuss it. But it's kind of I'm just curious about it. So it was in Kanthu, right?
It was like the first
Oh.
time I being like that. I tried to make it harder, but it was different. Like that, just nervous. Like when I get the score back,
Mhm,
the math is 15 points, and the
mhm.
total score is 50, not
50
15.
points? Oh, yeah. Okay, how many points did you answer?
First time is 15,
Mhm.
and the second one is 21 points.
15 and 21. So that's roughly around
Like the second, that's the
30,
second.
36.
No, that's the
What?
second time.
Oh, that is already the second time you mean.
Yeah, and the
Okay.
first time is different.
Do you mean the part two? So you have part one and then part two, or you have two tests.
Yeah, like uh, the total is 3 tests. One
Oh,
is
three tests.
the first try. Second is
Hold on. So
the
if
last time.
hold on. If you pass the first test, you don't need to answer the
No, it was just like a checking. It was a small checking for students.
okay. What about the part two or the test two?
Test two is still the same, but
Mhm.
the structure is different. Yeah, it is different.
Oh, I see. But how it's being different then?
Like the topic
Mm-hmm.
is uses are different. Like the first one is in the same. It's in the
Mm-hmm.
same to make students can understand
Mm-hmm.
uh, like that.
When is the test three?
It is also the main test
Mm-hmm. It's
next week, 10th of May.
oh, okay. I see. I see. All right. Good luck to you. It will be on the May 10. That's gonna be on Sunday next week, right? Yeah, Sunday next week. Oh. Good luck to you, folk. I know that you will be able to um, answer that well, and that will be the final one, right? Not yet.
Uh, like the main, I guess. Yeah, it
Okay.
is.
Okay. Good luck to you. Okay. So, and then after that, after summer, you're going to, um, how do you say this? You're going to transfer to Kanthu, right? Did you see your, how do you say this? Did you see your um, dormitory? Where are you going
What?
to live there? Where are you going to live in Kanthu?
My roommates staying there
Do you
until
mean, do
till
you mean,
Saturday.
do you mean that you have a dormitory?
Like
Or
I'll stay in here.
yeah, no,
Yes.
in okay, maybe I have to rephrase my question. So you're going to study in Kanthu, right? So
Yes.
are you going to stay in Kanthu in a house, in an apartment, or in a
In a school.
dormitory?
In a school.
So in school there is a dormitory, right?
Yeah.
Okay, wow. All right, folk. Thank you for sharing that, folk. So I actually asked you to hit the points. Okay, hit the points for all the bullets here. Okay, so you were able to you have to describe a time when you felt nervous before an exam, right? So I am going to check this one by one. Okay, the first bullet was what exam it was. You mentioned yes, it was a test in the EPT or APT class. Is that what you mean, right? Hello, folk. Folk, is my intern?
PT.
Ah, okay. It's uh EPT, right?
F
F.
P
Okay,
T.
FPT. I stand corrected. I'm very sorry for that. And also,
Wait,
why?
can I get some water?
Oh, sure. Go ahead. All right. Your lucky pet is here now. Okay, Pok. Why you felt nervous? You mentioned that the first time I went there, I was very nervous. Though you answered it, but it's just like a part. You answered it. You partly answered it. Okay, I think. you could have clearly say why first time, a new place, okay? Maybe you could also say um, you're unsure about questions like that. Now, what he did to calm himself. So you were able to answer it by saying, I tried to calm myself. I tried to come back and answer everything. Good. However, the answer is a bit weak. All right. Why? Because you were not able to really clearly explain the method, like the breathing, the focusing, or the reading carefully. All right. What
Mhm.
happened after the exams? Okay. Um, you also mentioned it. Good job, Folk. After the test, I felt relieved, but I didn't know what my mark was. So you all answered it clearly enough. So I really like it. Okay. So let's talk about this one by one. Okay. So for this question, you were able to answer this way. And I'm going to give you some collocations to answer instead or phrasal verbs. What happened to the cat?
No, 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 nothing, nothing.
Oh, what happened to she's so big right now, right? What did you um feed that huge cat? What did you feed him?
Rice and fish. Like
Oh. is 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 he the one who's very noisy sometimes? Because I remember you
mm,
had a cat before that was very noisy. So was that cat I'm referring to?
no, not
Not that cat.
he's not noisy. He isn't
Okay.
noisy.
Okay. So this was actually your answer, folk. Okay. I would say the time. Okay. So what was good because you answered the main topic. Okay.
It was he
You
noise?
mentioned the time. You used some useful emotional vocabulary, and you tried to explain which subject was difficult, and you followed the cue card prompts by talking about the exam. Okay. Now, I would say the time that I felt nervous before an exam. Okay. This is an incomplete sentence. I would say needs a full clause after it. Also, for IELTS Part 2, it is more natural to start with.
I'm going to talk about.
Okay, we don't use I would. Okay, now I'm going to talk about a time when I felt nervous before an exam. What about you say that way?
Wait, can I set the difference?
Can I say the difference?
Uh,
May I see the difference?
may no, no okay. May I see the
The difference.
difference
Okay, the
of
difference
the
you said.
grammar?
Yeah.
No, 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 no.
What do you mean? Mhm.
I think the guy said the wrong thing again. Can I ask the question?
Okay, your question is.
What is the difference the present simple and future mixed with past simple, like use would?
Oh, we don't use it if you're going to describe something. Okay, we can only use would if we talk about a something that you would like to do. For example, um,
Mhm.
I wish. No, 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 not I wish. I think um, I would prefer like that if you were asked, which do you prefer? Okay, going on a holiday or no, uh, which do you prefer during holidays? Going to the cinema or going to the beach? So you would say, I would prefer. Okay, you can say that. Okay, but usually would is more of the past tense that it's already it already happened, but you need to talk about it because you want to change something like that. That's actually the wood. That's how we use wood. Okay, and
Change
also,
something.
mhm,
Okay.
uh, okay, when we talk about wood, it's actually part of the grammar wherein um, you need to make sure that you use it appropriately. Okay, would, it's for polite answers or opinions. I would say he answered all the points. Imaginary situations, I would feel nervous. Okay, if if I had an exam, like you're imagining it. Past habits, when I was younger, I would study. That's what I meant earlier. I would study. Oh, so that's how you answer that. Again, would is for polite answers or opinions, imaginary situation or the past situations or habits. Right? Okay, folk. Um, it is the time closely for being nervous, and I'm very relieved after that. Okay? Folk, you put your cat outside, please. May I request that? Please, folk. The cat under, understand the homework. Okay, so the meaning isn't clear here. Closely for being nervous is not natural in English, you know? Also, you were able to describe a past event. So past tense should be, okay, should be used here. Was, not is. Okay, so you have to use it. Uh, it was a time when I felt very nervous, but I felt relieved afterwards. Do you understand? What's that? I
Mm-hmm.
saw it. Are you using a phone now?
Nope. The phone is right
iPad?
over here.
What's that in your lap? Your book. Okay, that's okay, folks. Now, next is the it was in March, the first time to take a test. There is a missing subject here before the first time. It should be it was my first time. Also to take a test is possible, but taking this kind of test is more natural. Okay. Why, folk? Because in grammar, we use possessive adjectives like my before first time when talking about personal experience. So it should be, is it okay if we're going to read it for me?
It was in March.
Ah,
Wait, can I change something?
okay, sure.
If I'm saying like this, like is it counted or whatever it is?
Yeah.
It was in March, which
Mhm.
which was my first time taking that kind of test.
Which is used for preference. Like you were not asked to choose, right? So I don't think that would be a proper one to use because you
Okay.
are adding information. So the correct connective that you could have used or that you should use is and. Or you can say, um, it was in March. Okay. Um, Also, it was my first time. Also, is not
Also
even
my
not good
first.
actually to use it. What about you say? Moreover, okay. So it was in March. Moreover, it was my first time taking that kind of test. What about you say that way? All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So
Next, it was a test about to check the knowledge in the APT class.
FPT school.
If PT
School.
school, but you said class.
Never mind.
Okay. You said class, not school. All
I
right.
forget. I forget. No complaint.
Yes, sir. A test about to check is incorrect here. We say a test to check or a test that checked. Also, where is the school has incorrect word order. The phrase APT class isn't clear in what you said. But yeah, it's being cleared that it was FPT. Okay, so remember that for the infinitive of purposed, we use to plus the base verb to explain why something is done. For statements, all right, we have to use subject plus verb plus word order,
Uh-huh.
not question word order.
Mhm.
Okay, so how to use this rule? You could have said it was a test to. Oh, sorry. You have to say it.
It was a test to check my knowledge for the FPT class at the school.
FPT, right?
FPT.
Yeah, but I'm hearing EPT. Oh no, probably I have a problem with my headphones. All right, folk. You mentioned that in the future.
No reasons. Just
Why
keep
no
it going.
reasons? But you're still okay, right? Okay, I know you are. Next, I also mentioned that um, in the future, I will study there to prove skills or any
To improve.
reasons. Okay. Okay. Let's just say that you mentioned improve skills. So
No, no,
the
no, 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 no. The
what do you mean?
phrase prove skills.
Mhm.
When need reason is a clear natural,
Yes. Okay. So improve skills is okay, but for any reason, it's kind of unclear. What do you mean by that? All right. So we have to use instead this way. In the future, I hope to study there to improve my skills. Meaning, you
Okay.
need to remove for any reason because it doesn't have any point at all. So just omit unnecessary word phrases. Okay? Would that work?
Rồi, cảm ơn nha. Thôi được rồi. Không sao đâu. Để giải cơn cho.
Oh, are you crying?
No, I'm not crying.
Okay.
Just a little bit sick.
You're sick today?
A
Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that, folk.
little bit.
Just a little bit. Don't drink cold water because right now, if you drink cold water, your immune system will get lower. What's that? Cold water? Is that a cold water, folk?
Nope.
I thought it's a cold water. Okay,
It's
folk.
a cool water.
It's a cool. Okay, folk. By the way, tomorrow, you still free, right? Or okay, so can we study 2 lessons because we have a lot of makeup lessons actually to do.
Can we do a split, please?
Okay, only for tomorrow. But today we're okay, right? We have a lot of energy. Yeah, what do you think?
Okay, only for you, but I
Thank
didn't
you.
feel
But
good
folk,
after that. But it's
but
okay.
but folk, you always. I think I remember that sometimes you have extra classes with different teacher for about 2 to 3 hours, right?
That's the secret reason for me.
Okay, I see. But I promise you, tomorrow we will split this class. So 2 classes, but we're going to split it up. Okay, except for the evening, right? Because you're not free.
Like I'm preparing to go to bed. Well, how can I be free?
Okay, yeah, I know. But some students are learning with me 9 p.m. 9
I
p.m.,
know.
8 p.m. But
I also I didn't have any reasons. Like I don't have any reasons, but every night, like I very felt
tired.
a lot of energy.
What do you mean? You are at in you are already in your bed. So how can you say that you have a lot of energy at night?
Like there is a misunderstood for you. Firstly, is I'm
But no,
preparing
I'm
for
sorry
bed
for that. I
for
have to
my
cut you
family.
off there. I know you're preparing for a lot of things for your family, your food, your bed, and whatnot. But yeah, we can have 2 classes. Uh, Can we have classes in what time do you wake up? What time will you wake up tomorrow?
Firstly, what is your time? What is your time? Then I'll check.
I'm free all day, by the way.
Like when?
I would prefer you to study with me around um 10 a.m. Will that work? Will that
Good one.
work? Okay, 10 a.m. 10 a.m. and 12.
It's kind of close, but okay.
10 a.m. and 1.
Good.
Okay. All right. I'll take note of that in the Zalo group chat because sometimes you would always um, forget it. So I would take note of that. 10 a.m. and 12, no, 1 p.m. Okay, we're good. Okay, please, folk, if you say you go to the class, you will go, okay? But if you cannot, please tell me ahead of time so I can prepare for it, all right? Why you're not saying something?
I,
Do you know the teacher misses you? Because we've
yes.
been off for how many
Wait,
days?
wait. You said that wait. You said that you'll be back on the summer holiday, right? You promised
What do you mean?
this summer holiday,
Yeah.
2026.
Okay, what happened?
Like you promised to me that you be in Vietnam. You be in
No,
Vietnam.
I couldn't do that anymore. I will be in Hanoi supposedly this April, right? This biggest summer holiday in Philippines. Because if the summer is over, I couldn't get out anymore from my country because I have to stay here and work. You know what I mean? But if it's summer holiday is really different from yours. So I couldn't.
Like from when? Like
I
can't you
I only
go
have
early
summer
time?
holiday April. Okay, and after April, at May, I still need to go to school because we have a lot of training. So what happened, Phuc, was we booked a flight going to Vietnam last this April, and then last March it was canceled because of the fuel crisis. You know that?
I don't know, but it seems like very important.
Uh, do you know the fuel since Iran, okay, got ambushed by the US in the Israel?
Okay.
Okay, to make the story short, it was like the Iran closed the Strait of Hormuz, where the passage for delivering goods such as fuel to to countries like ours, Vietnam and Philippines, was blocked. Okay, so that time had like a crisis in the fuel because the fuel got increased by that time, and then the airline told us that, hey, your flight was canceled because of the your flight was actually our flight was a promo, so the all of the promo flights of that particular airline were canceled because of that reason, because of the crisis. And so we just decided that we go there probably around December this year or next year, April or May. It depends on our schedule, but definitely I go there. But I'm not sure if I can go in Cantu or in Jara. I can only go to Hanoi for now.
I'll try my best to go to Hanoi.
Okay, but anyway, it will just be few year. No, it's still we still have 1 year to prepare for that. So we won't
Hello.
plan it for now. Okay, we'll just plan it if the time is so soon like that. We can just talk about it. But what's happening there? Is there any problem? Did you are
Okay,
you
no.
looking for your cat? Okay, your cat was caught by your mom and put it outside. She caught it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, here we go, folk. Okay, going back to the lesson, you were also able to say, the first time I went there, I was very nervous about it. Um, we're talking about a place in the past. Okay, there is more
There
natural
is more
than
natural.
here. Okay, unless you are physically at that place while you're speaking to teacher. You know what I mean? So you could have said, okay, go
The
ahead.
first time I went there, I was very nervous.
That's it. Okay. Now, we also have,
Yeah, simple.
yeah, simple as that, don't complicate yourself that much because, if you complicate yourself, you would use a lot of unnecessary words. But, you tried your best, folk, and you're
Okay.
doing great. And I'm very delightful for the structures of the rooms. Okay.
The
Delightful,
classrooms. Okay.
delightful describes something that gives pleasure.
Um,
Not usually,
um,
not usually a person's feeling. For a feeling, we use delighted. However,
boom
delighted
shot.
may be strong here. Also, structures of the room sounds unnatural. Layout of the rooms or classroom design is probably better. Okay? What about you say?
Only, what is it? Okay. I like the layout of the classrooms. Never
Oh,
mind. I like the layout the of the rooms.
that's it. Okay, next. Very cool to help me more focus in the test. More focus is incorrect here. After help me, use the base verb focus. Also, we say focus on the test, not focus in the test. Why? Help plus object, use the base form of the verb and use the preposition on with focus. Focus on, we don't say focus in. All right. Uh, help me focus on. So, how are you going to say it correctly, Phuc?
I didn't mean to say that like there's an air conditioner for me. Like, yeah, it's very cool. Very
But
cool.
you did not mention that you referring to air conditioner.
So that's why I forget.
That's why if you forget it, just simply say it. It helped me focused on the test.
It helped me focus on the test.
Because your prior sentence was, I like the layout of the rooms. Okay. You can also say the air, maybe you can say here the air conditioner help me focus on the test. Okay. Or you can say um, the well ventilated room. Okay. Help me focus on the test. What about you say that way? Okay. It means when we
Mm-hmm.
say well ventilated, like you have good um how do you say this? You have a very cool temperature in your room. Okay. You're relaxed, you're comfortable, like that. And that helped you focus on your test, right? Okay, next. I tried to calm myself for being nervous and conscious about that. Okay. So you were
From
able to
the
talk about so try, should be tried. Also, calm myself down, not calm myself for being nervous. Conscious means aware or awake. It does not mean nervous. Worried or anxious is better right here, folks. Okay? Just remember the grammar rule, folks, that use past simple for completed past actions. And use the phrasal verb calm down for reducing nervousness. So, how are we going to use it?
I tried to calm myself down because I felt nervous and worried.
Okay, I tried to calm myself down because I felt nervous and worried as well. Okay, you also mentioned that it's very hard
Wait, can
for.
I get some water for my debts?
Of course.
Okay, I need to go first. Ôi, cầm nước không bố?
Oh, I'm so very. I'm admiring you for being so sweet with your dad. What did you put there?
Tissues, cleaning my headphones a little bit
Okay.
because of the sweat.
Why is it hot there?
Kinda.
Okay, I opened my AC. Look at that. I opened it because it's so hot here, and also right now it's raining heavily outside. Oh no, and I'm.
I wish there's a rain in this place. Man, it's hot. Hot just like a bacon being fried.
You have to open your AC then. Why not?
The AC, like, it's not blowing too strong.
Yeah, if it's hot outside, usually the AC cannot really cool the places over there. But if it's at night, it's so cold, right? But here,
No, the night isn't cold too. Like
oh,
I
there
think
there must.
it works too long.
Mhm.
The air conditioner works too much time,
Oh, so there
and
must be a problem with your AC. So you have to ask dad and mom to have it cleaned.
like it usually nowadays, like it blows very weak, so kind of hard. Like we use fan,
Oh.
and that fan could hurt myself too.
Oh, why?
I
Why?
heard that there's a reason. Like it made me sick. Like I
Oh,
have a little weakness, you know.
yeah.
Like if whenever there is a fan blowing through a chest,
Mhm.
like a few days later, I'm being sick.
Mhm. You will feel sick. I'm so sorry to hear that, folk. I hope that you will get better. You won't
I'm
be sick.
still good. At
You're
least the
still
test
good,
is
yeah.
good.
Okay, yeah, I know that, but hearing that, I feel so sad about it. But I hope that you will get better and you won't have.
No, no, no. I don't have any reasons. Whenever it's the last test, I have the sick of it. Every year's had it.
I know, I know. Okay, but at least we have to praise God because you're good now. Anyway, so it's very hard to me for me to think. Okay, of the questions that they teach. Okay, so
No, they give.
yeah,
Get that.
so it was not. It is also teachers do not teach questions. They teach lessons, teach
Teach
topics, or
topics
they even
or
ask
ask
questions.
questions.
So your answer was a bit unclear, but it probably means the questions were difficult to understand. What about use past simple for past experiences? Use
I know
accurate verb
that
noun
the use
combinations, also called collocations. This is how you say it correctly. Would that be okay if you're going to say it?
it was very hard for me to understand some of the questions.
Okay. Compared to the original one, okay, it's really complicated if I'm going to check it. Okay. Understand some of the question. That's it. But that's okay, folk. You will learn. Okay. But I tried to come back and answer everything. Again, use past tense tried. Also, come back isn't clear here. A better phrase is stay calm, focus
Calm
again,
back.
or get back on track. Can you say it
Calm.
again?
Stay calm or get back on track. Focus again.
Okay. Okay. Remember, folk, that if you're talking about past actions, we have to use the past simple form of the words. And we have to use clear phrasal verbs that match the meaning. How do we say it? Go ahead.
But I try to stay calm and answer everything.
Okay. And the hardest one is the math. Okay. Again, was also in British English, the subject is usually maths, not math.
Maths, not maths.
Okay. Um,
I'm not
yeah,
British.
okay, we're going to skip this, okay? Because
Never mind. I'll study a little bit.
no, because the IELTS is actually from the British standard. You know, the Cambridge, the Oxford. No, the Cambridge is actually the one who's um, supervising the standard for English. Aside from Cambridge, also the British English. So you know, it's more of the British English. Okay, math, they
Maths.
give me the simple answers to choosing. Okay, this is what I meant earlier. So it's a natural. Math they give me should be in maths. They give me. Also, answers to choosing should be choices to choose from or multiple choice options. Remember, folk, that in grammar, use prepositional phrases correctly. In maths, use past simple gave. Use natural collocations, multiple choice questions, or options to choose from. Okay? These collocations are really, really important in speaking, you know? Because if you used a different collocation, it will be harder for you to explain and be coherent in your answer. Give me a second. All right, I'm here. So, it should be okay. What's the corrected one, folk?
In maths, they gave us multiple choice
That's it.
questions. I can be simple.
Yeah,
How?
but it was hard for me. Like things are very long. Like things are
Uh,
very long.
excess.
Hmm? Yeah, what do you mean?
No.
Okay,
Like
so
it was hard for
like
me
things.
because okay.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. You're saying something.
No,
No. It's a.
Explain yourself.
Go ahead.
That's a complaint.
You're complaining, right?
But keep going.
Okay.
I don't have any complaint anymore.
I'm laughing because you're covering your mouth and you're covering your mouth. Okay, like things are very long is vague and informal. What does it mean when we say vague? Vague means unclear. All right. For speaking, like can sometimes be based carefully, but sorry, but you be used casually. But in IELTS, it's better to be clearer. Also, the use of past tense were, not are. So we have to use past tense for past descriptions, avoid vague nouns like things when you can be specific, and say the questions very long or the word problems were very long. Okay, how do we say it again?
Uh, but it was hard for me because the questions were very long.
That's it.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, okay, okay. Now, um, it's just like one exercise and no counting things. Okay? No
Now the
counting things is not
I
natural.
think I I have one thing. If your corrections
Uh,
like aren't in my aren't similar to my ideas,
my corrections were
the
not.
the correction the
That,
I would say something if you want to change my
yeah,
corrections
of
from
course we
this
can.
sentence.
Mhm.
Like again, I meant by this sentence
Mm.
like it's like like the long exercise, the last the questions, long questions,
Mhm.
and what is
What do you mean?
no no
I
no
couldn't understand.
and no using and
I don't understand what you meant. Uh, are we talking about this phrase, right?
the sentence number 15, the correct, the incorrect, the incorrect.
Okay, okay. So, what do you ask teacher? I don't get it. Sorry.
And and they give rules that no using handheld computer.
This one?
Like the schools
Mm-hmm.
give another rules when I had a test
Mm-hmm.
is if it's a math, like they won't give they not agree for the students to use the handheld computer.
Mm.
Like it's a small typing, not really like used for counting in maths.
Oh, okay, okay. But we're talking about this sentence.
Yeah, like like the like no counting things. Like I think that like the handheld computer, but
Okay.
that was a translate. First time I didn't know it.
Okay, okay,
The
okay.
calculation.
Yeah, the calculation. Okay. What about
Got
you
it.
say this one? Go ahead. The questions were
Questions were more like long word problems than simple calculations.
calculations. Okay. Because we're talking about academic tasks. When we talk about academic tasks rather, we have to use the words, the nouns academic, no, calculation, word problem, or
The
exercise.
calculation. I, I have met, but I had met this thing, this word, but why I've been forget when I
So you have to
be
exercise after
nervous.
this class. Okay? You try to say these words. And I think I have sent this to you. So you still have options to open it and review it one more time, right? Because I'm going to get the how do you say this? The mock test here. Remember that, folks. And the other teachers will do that for us. Okay, next, original. But after the test, I feel relieved. Okay, the event happened in the past, so feel should be felt. Okay, but after that test,
Okay.
could you please say it?
After that test, but after that test, I felt relieved.
I couldn't see any the here. I could only see that. What?
Sorry, I was saying.
Okay, after that test, I
But
felt
after that test, I felt relieved.
okay. Next, but I don't know how was the mark. Okay, this question word order inside a statement in an indirect statement, we have to use normal word order like the subject plus the verb. Also, mark is countable here. So my mark or the result is better. Okay. Again, in grammar rule, folk, in indirect questions or statements, we have to use the normal sentence order. Okay. How do we say it? Go ahead.
No more sentence, but I didn't know what my mark was.
That's it. Why you're laughing?
Simple as that. No
Yeah, it's
way.
very simple. Folk, I have prepared for you here collocations. Okay. There's a lot of here. Phrasal verbs, idioms, connectives that you could have used. And then why these collocations are really appropriate in answering the questions. And also the corrected sample answer for the part two. I was not able to discuss yet the first topic that we had today. What about I'll
I need
try
to
to
save
discuss?
that link. I need to save
Yeah, I
that link
sent it
if I have it.
already. I'll be
Where?
sending it one more time. Would that be okay? Okay, I'll
Thank
send
you.
it already in the Zalo group chat. Thank you for coming to my class, folk. And do you have any questions before we end together?
No.
Good luck to you and also congratulations tomorrow 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. Goodbye and see you.
Have a great day.